I want to tell you about how I'm helping Joan dance at her nephew's wedding without peeing her pants. When we first started working together, Joan let me know that she had really pulled back from social activities. There was a really, really embarrassing moment for her where she had gone out to an event. A lot of her friends and family were there, and she was so proud and dressed up in one of her favorite outfits. But as she was dancing and consuming different foods and drinks that she knew that sometimes aggravated her bladder and made her leaking worse, she had a really big bladder leak during her event. She felt that her dress was ruined and people saw the leak and she was so embarrassed. So she got out of there as quickly as she could and vowed that she wasn't ever going to go to an activity like this again. She really pulled back from her social life. It was life-changing for her. She stayed in all the time. She didn't go to family events, no social events, because she was terrified that it was going to happen again. So not only was she just like sick and tired of all the pads that she found really uncomfortable and, expensive, but it wasn't enough for her. She was just too embarrassed or she was too fearful that it was going to happen again. And because of this, she started doing really understandable but unhelpful habits so that she wouldn't be so fearful. She started peeing whenever she thought that she had a little bit of urine in her bladder. She started decreasing how much she was drinking. And she was trying to go pee all the time and empty her bladder. But what she didn't realize was that this was actually adding to her bladder sensitivity. And so when she got invited to her nephew's wedding, she said, well, what am I going to do? I can't go. I'm expected to go. My sister's going to be so upset if I don't go. What am I going to do? But she was just too embarrassed and too fearful that if she went, she was going to have another big leak like this. And then she was just going to be humiliated again. So that was the straw for her before we started working together. But when she came to me, it actually didn't take too much work. We had to take a look at those habits that she had developed. We took a look at what could be causing some of the leaks for her and got to the root cause and just took sustainable daily steps to get through it together. And she was able to get rid of that fear because the leaking stopped. She does plan on going to her nephew's wedding. She has been going out to social events because that fear isn't holding her back anymore. I'm really hoping you hear this. If you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like you can't get out and you're really holding back in your social events, there's no need. There is help out there for you. I hope this helps.